Hi there. Thank you for joining me for this oracular reading in correspondence to the dream I posted on March 6th. These energies that I am translating, that I'm articulating, are nonlinear. So you may see this video years from now, and it may correlate to energies that are alive and current, running current in your life. This may pertain to a story that you share from the past. These are archetypical journeys, and I encourage you to allow the meanings and metaphors to be unboundaried in the sense of holding particular personal attachment to any persons that may be highlighted throughout these translations. And that is just because the energies that are moving aren't necessarily just yours or mine. I believe they are a part of a shared collective, and that is why we're here and sharing this experience. So, having said that as a little introductory, I hope that makes sense. And not everything may relate to you specifically. It could be somebody you know. Masculine and feminine are interchangeable, and um, nothing needs to fit inside of a box. So if you're here, you're probably already carry an open mind, and this is about connecting to our heart, connecting to the intention that awakening our intuitive mind and engaging psychically with that capacity within us allows us to bring forth the empowering choices that bring justice and truth forward in our lives, personally and collectively. So, the oracle pertaining to the dream, which was very much, if I could elaborate on the writing from that day, you could go back and read through that. It's a very short, the dream itself is very short, the way that it was written, but the energy was very big when I experienced it, in that the flood of water was dark, it was fast, and it was taking everyone in its wake. And uh so that's something personally I've never experienced in my life. Like, I've never been in a flood situation or hurricane situation, although I do know people who have. But it really did feel like an energy that was sweeping. And there were many people in the waters, floating together at one time. I don't know if I should really say the dream again for you if you've read it, but my description may have a bit to do with the way in which the cards are coming through. There's a picture of the cards in the front of this post, or within this post, as you see it. Um, so it brought us to a shore. We joined hands psychically. There was quite a few of us within the water, and we were able to say, we can hold this, we can do this. Let's bring our efforts together and build something strong enough that we can carry ourselves to the shore. And that's what we did. We were successful in that, and with us doing that together, it did not take as much effort as, say, scrambling on our own. So that in itself might be a message. When I I had the space, to flip some cards about this the other evening, and I wasn't sure that those cards were exactly about the dream. And then I opened it back up again today, and it seems like very relevant. So Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, and Eight of Cups were the first three cards to come out. And I see that Cups energy, of course, being the water and having to do with the emotions. So this may actually be very much about moving through some type of emotional body that carries us to a new place. The Eight of Cups in the deck that I'm using that you'll see is someone standing in a new horizon. The sun is coming up on this side. The water is behind her and she's moving forward, letting something from the past burn away. Now, the Knight of Cups here begins the reading, and this is something that is like a romantic offer. Somebody who is like sitting there with offers of love that could very much be at one point in time something that would have drawn somebody in, may very sweetly, roses, chocolates, love letters, picnics, things like this. They're very much gestures of a type of love that can be given, can be received. The Knight of Swords is off. The Knight of Swords takes off fast. There's a thought that carries this knight. So two knight energies, right? And those knights are generally fast moving. So this could have been like something that really came in very fast. Maybe this offer of love, this offer of idea, this thought form really came in fast. However, this Eight of Cups suggests that whoever is drawn to this reading, to this energy that I'm translating for, that I'm articulating for, shows that they were looking for something beyond what was being offered to them. So, there, it brings up a lot of questions in regards to relationships for me, in the way that these relate to each other. So, has this relationship and the way that it came through in the dream taken you for a ride? Now, are you looking for a way out? Are your thoughts leading you quickly elsewhere? And are you running from what this love has for you? And why? So if somebody is offering you love, why are you running from it? Why are you looking somewhere else? Do you see something better for yourself down the road? And that could very well be the case here. Are you willing to take a chance in another direction? These are the types of things that when I look at those cards in relationship to each other, someone is there offering something, and this figure is the masculine is offering something, the feminine is going in another direction. So it's as if there's a chase there. Like this Knight of Swords energy looks like something is going after something, chasing something. It's a steadiness to go forward. Is there something more? It's the shore, really. So there could be some clarity that you see in another area further on for yourself, for which this person may not be able to grasp. And I feel as though when I look at these cards that you've been through a lot. And so there may need to be some sorting out there in your own mind about what it is you want. And also, you're declining an invitation from somebody here. And I wonder if it's because you're seeing something greater for yourself. Perhaps this person has a bit more growth emotionally, where your Eight of Cups, what you've moved through, is not necessarily there. It's not quite matched to what this masculine is offering. So fast talking cannot make you forget where you are heading. There's a bright, clear, calm future. And what are the expectations, having seen the generosity of his offer? I also see it as if it's like a package. So he's offering like some type of like package deal. It's interesting because it doesn't feel as fluid as maybe those emotions of yours are taking you. You may see a more fluid, more open future, whereas this person has a package for you. Do you want to buy into it? Is almost how it's reading. So that's kind of where that came as an introductory to the oracle. I don't want to make this a super long reading, so I'm being brief here, although I do believe we could read further into each of these. You can always schedule a personal reading if something here is really resonating with you. You can always schedule a personal reading. I'm doing this in a way that is not as personal but more broad, so the characters and things may be flip-flopped or or not as specific. So to get some clarifiers, the middle row there is 7 of Swords. Again, another Swords card, which also looks as if, and the energy of 7 of Swords is someone moving kind of sneakily, secretly. Then another Knight card, Knight of Wands. This to me really reiterates the the level of maturity of the masculine in this reading. And then after that is the Queen of Cups beneath the 8 of Cups, where you're heading. So I feel as though you notice something about there's something within the package it's like the fine print. You notice there's a fine print, but it's not being read to you. It's not even actually a part of your agreement. It's like he wants you to sign on before you can read the full agreement. And this might be a Mercury like retrograde energy, that like someone like you've dealt with before, or it reminds you of someone you've dealt with before. And deal with is not really the way that you want to relate to someone that's offering you love, right? So I might be speaking for even myself here and relationships and the way in which I've related. So take it as you will. I'm putting this out there as a type of journal, a type of just way to that we can relate with the energy in our lives, the relationships in our lives. So this is why I'm here. So there's a feeling, there's a knowing, and you almost insist that there's not a full truth expressed here. This is just clarified and affirmed by the cards that are showing up. So you're following your intuition, you're following the energy of what you're feeling and how your feelings are guiding you, instead of signing on to the package, the pretty package, okay? So when the moon shines light on, like in the 7 of Swords cards, you can see something kind of slithery about, or something concealed about the offer here. They're hiding. What I got here is that they're hiding from their own shadow. So it's not that there's not love there. There is. They're giving it to you the way that they know how best. But they're afraid of their own shadow is kind of how it's coming out. They don't understand with the Knight of Wands here that it's just a part of them that we all have, and that loves to burn passion in a way that's suitable for them. They see it as a shadow, but they're not even accepting that a shadow is part of them, which makes it hard. This is the part that I think you're knowing and you're seeing with your own intuition, Queen of Cups, but that they're not able to express yet. And this is why you're looking away. This is why you're going in a different direction, because they have to be willing to look at themselves. So there's a lot of positive things that can come from accepting, integrating your own shadow, passion, sacred rage, creativity in its most primal form. These aren't aspects of us that are supposed to be hidden. They don't have to be. We believe we have to act a certain way, be a certain way. And this Knight of Cups at the beginning of the reading is trying to do that for you, but you're not asking that of them. It makes for them neglecting bits and pieces of themselves that are vital to your knowledge about who they are as a person and what you agree on to in relationship with them. This is strongly how I feel this wants to be interpreted. You're the Queen of Cups. You're now becoming the Queen of Cups energy, who is the intuitor, who is the psychic channel, who is in tune with both earth and sky and what is around them. So you know this. You've studied the light and the dark. You've studied your own shadow. This is why you've moved into a new horizon. You've listened and you've developed your emotional maturity in the feminine, in the divine feminine energy. Good for you. Good for you. This takes a lot of work, a lot of practice, and a lot of initiation. And again, like practice, not just with yourself in your room while you're meditating, but also in your relationships with others. This is why I don't necessarily think that this Knight of Cups is going away. I think that they're going to have to show growth, but you're not going to necessarily wait for them, but your manifestations will keep going. Your manifestations are coming to you, but there's a dual nature that exists, and it must be accepted and harmonized. You're connected to that, and this reading is saying you are connected to that. So I asked, any more from this reading? Is there any more to know? And 3 cards came out. They were all stuck together, and they were all major arcanas. That tells me yes, like we needed to hear this message, and this is why I'm sharing it. The 12 card, Hanged Man. The 7 is the Chariot, and then the Star card, number 17. Really big energies. And this is saying, like, there is a love suspended in time. This is the romantic love that's suspended in time. But you are pulling in a dream right now. You are not fishing for small fish. You are pulling in a dream right now. And this may be the waters that you had to ride to get here, to build your level of maturity, of expression, of channeling, of intuition. But you're choosing, instead of chasing a dream, you are in the energy of manifesting your dream. So you're no longer chasing like a and I don't want to use something so kitsch, but like a knight chasing the damsel in distress type of situation. You're not in this energy anymore. This is not your interest. So you are no longer chasing a dream. You are harnessing the power of momentum. You are harnessing the momentum that is bringing you a dream that you have created, that you are manifesting, and that you have seen the possibility of. So there is almost this the Chariot is very fast moving. So I think as you continue to move forward with your emotional stability, I think stability and those things in your life that are stabilizing as you walk towards this new horizon are very important in this part of your life as you become the creator of your newfound reality. And I think I'm going to leave the message there. I want to keep it under 20 minutes. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know how this fits for you, if this resonates with you at all. Again, you can email me or visit the website houseofthemysticalmaven.com if you want to schedule a personal reading and go into this more with tangible ways, tools, and practices that can bring you what it is that you've been working very hard for, what you deserve, and the type of love that is expanding you to your new horizon. So thank you.